It's opinion. But yeah, guys, before we start, guys, I just want to say this clear. I want to say this clear, guys. Not only you should click the button. You know, we are a fan community. This is what we do. We like doing what we do, and we will always react to football related things. You know, issue. We know of a certain Barnabas, a Hungarian striker, who had a collision yesterday. He's doing well. Our heart goes to him. He's doing well now. I mean, his condition is stable. You know, we all love football. We want all these transfers, these trophies, this success. But at the end of the day, we are human. We are a community which we have to always react to these things, because this is what we do. This is what we do. This is what we do as fans. And what I'm trying to say is that football is not a war. If I'm making sense, it is a competition where the goal of the competition is not only winning trophies, it's winning trophies honestly and also respecting your opponent. Guys, if you're jumping in, please make sure you click the like on the video, share this video with everybody. But let's go straight with the first news. As you see there, let's go on with the news, which I think most of you might want to know more about. It's not you, but it is this guy, Van Nistelrooy. So, you know, it's been reported yesterday that Manchester United met Van Nistelrooy. And guys, I want to tell you guys, we're not a breaking news. If you want breaking news, you can F off. When I mean F off, I have to be honest. We are news where we talk about the news that happened and we react to the news. This is what fans do. Don't claim to be the best journalist in the world, the best YouTube channel, who has the first news, who wants to posting. I'll give you my opinion. You will drop your opinion here, but let's talk about the news. So United approached PSV, former PSV coach, Van Nistelrooy. If you're a young United fan, you might not know him. He used to be one of the better or the best in the history. I mean, but when you talk about box goal scoring attackers, right? Those who score from a penalty box attacker. This was the real deal, Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy was a guy which you could score from a simple angle anywhere in the pitch. He was that good. He was sold by I think he's one of the highest goal scorer, if not the highest goal scorer in the history of Manchester United. But he was sold by Alex Ferguson to Real Madrid, and later also continue his goal scoring record there as well. So Van Nistelrooy was a manager last season. Last season with PSV Eindhoven. And what he has there is this news here that Manchester United had approached Van Nistelrooy, and they were trying to find a way to add him in the staff of Manchester United next season. So yeah, so they are trying to find a way to add him in the staff of Manchester United next season. I have put a poll asking you guys: do you think Van Nistelrooy will add value with Manchester United attacking options? Do you think Manchester United, Van Nistelrooy, will add value to our attacking options? Don't forget, last season we were pretty much crap in the attack. We know that Manchester United, we conceded, by the way, a lot of goals. Let's be honest about that. But our attack wasn't there. We had wingers who were actually playing for themselves, Marcus Rashford, and in many ways you can even say Alexander Garnacho. We had players who were all about their self-brand. And I think things will change this season. It will be clear about what's going on with the team. And another news here is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a player that most of you like. In this channel, whenever I do a poll about Aaron Wan-Bissaka, his average positive scores are like 80, 90 even. In our Facebook group, Tunde will tell you it's 80. So Aaron Wan-Bissaka is Tunde Joy, yeah, he will tell you he's one of our new moderators. Congratulations. And by the way, congratulating you guys. If we have a good transfer season, right? Where is it? Sorry, my dog just took one of them. So if we have a good transfer season, I'm giving away one of these. We have a blue one and we have this. So, okay, this is it. So if we have a good transfer season, at the beginning of the season next season, one of you are going to win. Fucking shit. So sorry guys, I am just out of. I didn't know I was out of this. Let me just take this away. So sorry guys. Sorry for this interruption. So if we have a good transfer window, I'm giving you guys one of this. One of these will be yours, either this or this. So hopefully we will have a positive transfer window, win that charity shield, and we'll come back here and celebrate with us, us as fans. So one of these might be yours. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell. It's more important because we'll be doing a lot of live stream going forward as United fans. So coming back to the news, Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been reported that Aaron Wan-Bissaka, for Manchester United to sell, we need to buy. We need to sell. So Aaron Wan-Bissaka is considered one of our assets, right? And we have hearing news here that the Turkish side Galatasaray is ready to sign him. He has 1 more year contract with us, and I think they are proposing something less than £10 million, maybe £8 million, which is 10 million euros or so. But I think United will not go for anything less than £20 million for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I think £20 million will be a gamble. Tell me what you think below in regards to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. What do you think Aaron Wan-Bissaka is worth? And guys, there is a poll out there. I'm asking you guys about with Van Nistelrooy bringing value to Manchester United. Please make sure you click the like on the video also. And we want to get most of you here. The last video we asked for 20 likes and we have 35 likes. We asked for 35 likes, we have 50 likes. So if we can hit our, if we can have 50 likes in this video, I'm giving away one of these. 50 likes. We are just, in 30 minutes, if we can have 50 likes in this video, one of you are going to win this. So now we have 22 more minutes to go. Our streams mostly are 30 minutes. We can move ahead. It depends on who is around. If you guys are more interactive. So please make sure, feel free to click the like on the video. And also, guys, drop your comments below. As I said, now Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a player which United are trying to sell. Because for us to bring in players, we need to sell. This is how it works. For us to bring in players, Manchester United needs to sell. We should stop acting like kids. I put it there that it is a shocking week because I have some feeling that they will be having something. There will be a big news by the end of this week. This is just my gut telling me, not but nobody else, because I read a lot of information and I try to grasp on things that maybe not many see that. And we might be selling a player. It could be a big thing because to sell a player also is not that bad, because that selling a player for Manchester United increases our budget to buy players. So just understand why it is so important, because so far we know, apart of players who have left like Martial and also Martial and Varane, we haven't really done business. We have always wanted everybody and bought nobody. So Aaron Wan-Bissaka, it is clear that Galatasaray are really into this player, physical player. It's something which I personally, I would not sell Bissaka if I wanted to have a competitive team. He's not the kind of player I could sell, because he might, in a season, United averages 40 games, right? Bissaka by impact 25 games. He rarely gets injured. He's a disciplined player. He's offensively okay, defensively super. It would be a massive mistake, but there are certain times you need to take those risks in football, and I guess that's United thinking. So that's United thinking. So there is another news here in regards to let's go to the next news here in Manchester. We get Manchester United. I heard some of you talking yesterday about Kimmich. Kimmich coming to Manchester United. Well, maybe that's why Aaron Wan-Bissaka is sold. But well, Kimmich coming to Manchester United, it is not a deal. Kimmich will not be a Manchester United player. I'm not saying Jim Ratcliffe, not the Glazers, but I can tell you why I think Kimmich will not be a United player. Kimmich is at the end. He's 30, if I'm not mistaken. He has lost. He's a very disciplined player. Bayern will be ready to sell, but I think he has lost that flair, being a very important player for Bayern at the highest level, and he is he will do well for United. He still has 3 years at the top of his game. Kimmich, very good player, highly demanded by United back in the days. But I just don't think that Kimmich is the kind of player that at this moment demand, because he doesn't fit the age quality in Manchester United. Don't forget, the Glazer, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the Ineos group came in with, I think, how many was it? Their 5-plan play of recruitment, where they would go on for just players who below 25. Kimmich is 30, 31, if I'm not mistaken, and he doesn't fit that statistic. So I am a little bit, I put it this way, I'm a little bit not sure about Kimmich's chances of playing for United next, being a United player next season. So I really wish you could tell me what you think about this news going on with Kimmich. But we are hearing that in regards to Kimmich, that Arsenal are in the race. Don't forget, the Premier League is made in such a way that it is positioned now in such a way that there are a lot of clubs who are really capable of buying whatever top player which is out there. And we are hearing Arsenal also interested in Kimmich. Talking about another player which Arsenal is massively interested in, it's not the it is Nico Williams, right? Nico Williams, the player, the Spanish player who plays for Atletico Bilbao. Very good winger, very creative winger. It reminds me of Olise, who, by the way, Olise has signed for us, agreed terms with Bayern Munich. So that's another loss for Manchester United. This is an important week. I'm telling you guys, it's an important week. We need to get things done in this week. We need to, I'm trying to say is, there must be a statement this week. You see what I mean? Yes. And so please just stay tuned, because my gut is telling me that Manchester United is going to do something. Either it will be in the sales department, we selling, or United will be announcing a deal at the end of the week. Yeah, so that's where I am. So please click the like on the video, guys. Get involved with the channel. I'm not seeing the likes. We want 50 likes today. As I said, if you're just jumping in, Kimmich wants to come to come to Manchester United. Kimmich, it's not like he wants to come. He is an option for United. We've spoken about Van Nistelrooy, who has been who has met Manchester United board on the possibility to add on Erik Ten Hag's team, because we want to have that attacking option. Don't forget that we had an attacking option. That was the South African attacker in Benny McCarthy, whose contract hasn't been renewed for obvious reasons. For certain reasons, because we don't know what obvious reasons you are. So for certain reasons, his contract hasn't been, he might be moved on. And so we are approaching Van Nistelrooy, who Burnley has approached Van Nistelrooy. It must be important. You must know this information. So Burnley has come in on Van Nistelrooy also. The Burnley are in the Division 1, and that could be a massive opportunity for Van Nistelrooy to climb up his coaching career. But is Manchester United also attractive to Van Nistelrooy today? We shall see. But that's the news here in regards to what if you're just jumping in. So we have spoken about Van Nistelrooy, spoken about Kimmich, but there's this guy we haven't spoken about, and that is Rabiot. So Rabiot, Manchester United, for us to be viable, for us to be very important, we know we have a certain Kobe Menu who is quite creative. But should Kobe Menu, in most of the season, I would say in 70% of the season, Kobe Menu has been playing not as a 6 that we thought he was, but he has been playing as a more creative midfielder. Hence, he's been playing like an 8. So not like a 10, but as an 8, which means he can defend. He's not very quick, but he's very reactive on the ball. So for Kobe Menu to have a replicate of last season or even a better season, Kobe needs a good defender behind him. This is a fact. I think you've watched United game. Kobe needs a defender for him. Guys, make sure you drop your comments if you do have questions, because our last 10 minutes we're here just to answer your question. You don't need to pay. Don't waste your money. Feed yourself. Just drop your comment. We'll have a conversation with you. I'll give you guys my opinion, whatever question you drop. So for that, United are looking for a holding midfielder. And we have a certain Rabiot, who is French international, by the way. Rabiot should not be a new name. United wanted Rabiot last season. He's a very controversial guy. The mother is his agent. He doesn't seem to be an easy person. He doesn't seem to be one of those who have those easy characters, like you would say Marshall Anthony. He doesn't seem like that type of person. So it will be a tough decision for Manchester United. And his wages, the thing is that his contract is over with Juventus. Juventus is not ready to pay him his 150 a week euros, which is 130 pounds a week. So I think Manchester United can match that and give him a 2 or 3 years contract. He still has legs. He's in the French national team, playing the Euros at the moment as we speak. And I think he will be an additional quality because he's a typical 6. He's the modern 6. The 6 who is actually playing behind the goalkeepers, left-footed. I mean, in front of the the central back, left-footed. But also very contributing massively on the build-up play. He's not afraid to collect the ball from the goalkeeper. He has a good reading of the game. Yes, he hasn't played for the Premier League, but he's an experienced player. Played for clubs which he will feel more comfortable playing for. What I'm trying to say, he can cope the pressure because he's played with PSG, played for Juve. These are not tiny clubs. You know, it's not a massive move for such a player coming to Manchester United. So that's it with Rabiot. I think Rabiot, my personal opinion about Rabiot is I think Rabiot is a good player. I think the only minus about Rabiot is his character, and hopefully he doesn't get injured. He has a tough character. He's quite, I don't know him personally, but from what I've been reading, he's kind of a calm but snobbish person. So if he goes, he could get aggressive with the press if he's touched somehow on a personal level. And that might start, you know, when you go against the English press, then things start turning away from you. Guys, please click the like on the video if you're jumping in now. Get involved with the United Way. We upload videos here every 10 o'clock UK time. We'll try to be in time here, and so we can always meet. Drop your comments below. I mean, do you have questions about Manchester United? What is your biggest take of the season? Are you satisfied what's going on with United this time? We haven't signed anybody yet, but I've told you that we have a shocking transfer week. We will have a shocking transfer week because this is a decision week. This week will define not our season. It's a big term. That's a big one, but this week will define. It will give us an idea the way we want that Ineos wants, not for the season in general, but the way we will be approaching, because we have to at least sell a player this season. That is what I'm trying to say. So get involved with it. Another news is Zirkzee. You can't go with Manchester. You can't talk about Manchester United without talking about Manchester United future attacker. I don't want to say it's a future attacker. I don't want to jinx this one, but Joshua Zirkzee, the agreements are coming so close with Joshua Zirkzee. This is what we are reading. It is from Manchester Evening News who are saying that, and there are other outlets that picked up on this one, saying that Zirkzee, that deal is quite close. United will, I mean, from the look of it, Zirkzee seems to be the player which, the attacker which United really wants. Zirkzee really seems to be that player. Let me give you guys the note. You know, guys, as I keep telling you guys here in the community, what we do here is we react to real news, right? We react to the news. We don't create the news. We shuffle the news. Let's put it this way, because you guys can read. You guys also can read. You're smart people, and we just created something like a community where we can come in here and have our thoughts on certain players, and we think that might be helpful. So this is the Manchester Evening News saying that United will obviously trigger his release clause. And I did yesterday, for those of you who didn't watch the video, I did explain what a release clause is. In football, there are many ways you can get a player. Some clubs will just, put a player on sale, put a price on the player, and that's it. But a clause, some will put clauses here which will tell you, which will be like, if you want to buy Mbappe 200 million, Mbappe is yours. That's it. That was the same thing. There were pluses and minors with when you put a fee on a player, any club who meets it will take it. If you remember, one of the biggest fee in transfer in football, I think it's the biggest already yet in football, was Neymar to PSG. Barcelona put a 250 million euros, if you remember, on Neymar on PSG. And thinking nobody will match it, and PSG did match it and brought Neymar to PSG, to Paris Saint-Germain. PSG in English, sorry. PSG, it will be maybe France. C'est la France. But, Neymar going to perform. Sorry, I'm going a little bit away from Manchester United. Yeah, I also love to educate those of you who might not get this information, but I know you guys are smart people. But look, I'm saying the PSG meet the demand, and exactly what they did is they bought the player. So Barcelona could not refuse it. It was even a problem. It was like the only good side of the deal was that Barcelona made money, which they knew they would not make it. No, it was like Barcelona was like only a silly person would want to buy Neymar for this sum, and they bought it. And there you go. So yeah. Haven't seen the Manchester United new kid, but we are getting some news here that Amadou Onana also. Look, let me put this clear. It's written here that Man United have reported sent a second bid for Everton Amadou Onana. So Onana, look, this is something which I need to speak with you guys about Amadou Onana, which we will be talking about that a lot, because United. I just told you guys about. I just told you guys about. Okay. I just told you guys about Rabiot. Sorry, I'm trying to get this information to you guys so we can share it together. This is from Manchester Evening News. It said United has just put on a second bid on Amadou Onana. Onana plays for Everton, right? So if this is true, this will be a second Everton player that Manchester United are trying to get there this season. So it is written because we know of Gerard Brightwaite, and then this is Onana. United have identified that they need at least one defender, but we need two. One holding midfielder. Amrabat's problem is not an issue. We can trigger Amrabat's contract anytime in July. We can trigger it because it's in our hands. If we don't trigger it, we pay Fiorentina, send him money, and he goes back. So United are just looking at the chances that are there. The thing is that it's reported here that according to the Spanish outlet Mundo Deportivo, the Red Devils are trying to sign the midfielder as they look to improve Erik ten Hag's midfield. Erik ten Hag, I'm happy with Erik ten Hag because he sees what I see, he sees what you see. I've told you people, giving you an example, that for Menu to be very well, he needs to know there's somebody behind him. And these are signs to show that Manchester United will be ready to offload Casemiro for a cut price, because we cannot go in next season with that lethargic holding midfield. Because no matter what you talk about Harry Maguire, his performance, no matter what you talk about the performance of our central backs, but honestly, I'll tell you guys that holding midfielder, that 6, that pivot, I played like pivot. I played like 6, I played like 8, I played like 10. I can tell you guys from my experience that that's all about football. If you have a hole in the midfield, you lose. That's why you see the best teams are very good in protecting the midfield. That City, the key of Manchester City is Rodri. Because he's so good, Manchester City can win a game 2-1, 1-0. Because he's so good, he controls the game from the middle of the pitch. Yeah, but the modern game, even though the modern game has changed where you can really attack from the wing, so it depends also. So tell me what you think about Amadou, because I think that this Cameroonian guy, Amadou, is not the worst player. He is a player of great quality. He has the experience in the Premier League. I'm trying to tell you guys what I think I like in him. He has experience in the Premier League. He is an underrated player. Let's put it this way. Really underrated player. He is not the flashy player. So What is written here that United have accepted to give some add-ons on this deal, which is not a bad thing. I mean, I think add-ons will be the name of the game this January transfer. Guys, smash a like on the video. If you're getting some value here, please subscribe to the channel. Give us that 10,000K. As I said, if we have a good summer and win that charity cup, that how do you call it? Is it charity cup? Yeah, is it? Well, it should be called Charity Shield. One of these will be yours. You choose them, any of you. Anyway, it will be yours. I like this blue one because it's, you know, the gold is like, you see what I mean? So this is what I really like here, if I had to choose them. But you know, if you're wearing the white Manchester United football shirt, then the United Way originals also make sense. C'est Bordeaux. Anyway, coming back to the news as it goes, we've talked about Onana, we have talked about Van Nistelrooy, we've talked about Kimmich, talked about also Zirkzee. I think Zirkzee, Fabrizio Romano came out and said we are so close in this Zirkzee deal that we have accepted the offer. But the problem here is on the agent. I told you guys yesterday that the only stumbling block in Zirkzee deal is that agent fee, which was to 12 million pounds. But we have heard that the agents are trying to have accepted the fee to be around 8. And I think United will go for a 5. I mean, a 5 is fair play. I work with agents, my friends, and I must tell you this: we do a lot of things behind the scene when it regards to players. I work with agents. I really know how it works. I'm not a top pro. I have assisted them in deals. Well, not in football, in hockey. And believe me, hockey is just similar to football. There's no difference. The negotiations are the same, but the only good things with hockey, especially in the KHL, Continental Hockey League, is that contracts are basically 2 years, 2 plus 1, 2 years. You will never sign a 3 years contract in a club. You go for 2 years. The second year, either you're sold or you're exchanged, or you work, or you use your other contract, or you choose a club, or you stay. So that's how it works. I digress, guys. I know that's hockey. It might not be interested in you guys, but let's come back to Manchester United. Talking about Manchester United. We've spoken about Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Let's go to Branthwaite, right? Gerard Branthwaite. It is reported here that United have got 21 million left to play in terms of the PSR. If you know PSR, what does PSR mean? Is financials. I think it's not only fair play, but PSR is something which has been putting people really down in terms of football. And this is what you got this is the law, this is the rule, right? That Sir Jim Ratcliffe was talking about, that Premier. So if you don't know what PSR is, it's like Premier League clubs are allowed, right, to a maximum financial lose of 100 million pounds, 105 million pounds in 3 months. So what it means is that your books, you don't have to be in debt. This is one of the reasons why many clubs of recent, this is one of the reasons that many football clubs of recent in the Premier League have been sanctioned, have deducted points. There are certain sum of amount you shouldn't go above. I think it's 105 million pounds over a period of 3 years. So you have to average I think you have to average 35 million pounds a year. You shouldn't go above that in terms of expenditure. This is this is on the previous of 90 million in coverage and secures funding for the owner. So the question is that they are trying to protect the club, the health of the club. So for those of you who never knew what PSR it is, a profit and sustainability rule. So they're trying to protect the health of football clubs. This is a good thing in the long run. It might be something very dangerous in the short run, but going forward, I think the PSR is good. But at the international level, it might also play against clubs who are in Europe. I don't know what you guys think, but that is That's my honest view. Guys, we are asking, would Ruud van Nistelrooy improve our attacking play? Come on, guys. Go to and vote for it. I want to know. Let's get 50. We can get 50 likes in this video. We have just 10 likes, and we can do 50 likes today. So, would Van Nistelrooy, did you watch Van Nistelrooy play for Manchester United? Did you? And I want to ask you guys, would Van Nistelrooy improve our football on the pitch? This is what we are asking. We have a poll there. Be a man and come out and tell us what you think. Yeah, before we go, we have gone over 30 minutes. Our live stream basically at 30 minutes. We'd love to do 1 hour, but if we can hit that 10,000 subscribers, where that gives us an opportunity to communicate with an average of 1,000 or maybe 500, 200, people on our live stream, that will help us push the live stream to 1 hour and also know each other better. So guys, if you're subscribing, you're not clicking the bell, you're making a massive mistake. The bell matters a lot, because with the bell on, you might know when I'm online. You might be the first to get that breaking news. I can be anywhere. I travel with agents, so I'm sometimes at the airport a lot, and you will see that with time. For those of you who have been with me for some time, we have been active for over a year now. You will know that I did some vlogs in various airports. Unfortunately, it's up to you. Yeah. So I did it on my COVID bed. I remember when Ralph Ragnick came to Manchester United. But anyway, yeah, we go. Before the last news here will be this guy also. This is Lenny Yoro. This Lenny Yoro story is something that Lenny Yoro, this is a player which I've said this a lot, that on a personal level, we have been hearing that United were interested in they call him the new Varane, French player playing for the Olympic team. He's just 18. He has a lot of similarity in his career path, just like Raphael Varane. I know most of the UK fans, you might be used to Varane just when maybe he was in Real Madrid, won a trophy, heard the name, came to Manchester United, read a little bit about him. I watched Varane when he was playing for Lens. I think his first game in Lens, he played when he was 16, and I think 16 and 8 months or so, yeah. And Lenny Yoro, which is just, just that age, 18, and very good player, highly rated. Real Madrid want this player, and Real Madrid, I think the fact that Real Madrid has allowed, what's the name of the Spanish defender let me just get the name for you guys. Spanish defender has let the Spanish defender signed in Saudi Arabia. Let me just put it here. I want to get the name for you guys to know. So Real Madrid has signed a defender to I sent a defender to Manchester United. I signed Real Madrid. Sorry, Real Madrid has signed Nacho. That's his Nacho. That's Fernandez Nacho, signed to Alcacer. Okay, if you know the Nacho, he plays in the European. I think it's in the European Cup. So he plays the Euros now. But he has left Real Madrid. The fact that he has left, Real must reinforce this win. That's why I think Lenny Yoro will go. And Real Madrid, you may say FPP rules, F whatever rules, football rules in general. But Real Madrid are the champions of Europe. The fact that they are the champions of Europe, that gives them kind of financial cover. They are the champions of Spain. What I'm trying to say is Real Madrid are doing well financially, so they can afford to buy these players. So I think Lenny Yoro will be a Real Madrid player, not Manchester United. And I think Manchester United knows why. That's why we are going in for players which are very rational. We know Bradwaite is there. We've spoken to you guys about our players who are very confident, or that we are confident they will stay. We're going for players who will be on loan. Also Manchester United. And I won't close it here. I told you guys about Amrabat. Be careful. I think Amrabat might stay in Manchester United. Forget about this. I'm talking to you of someone from an agent point of view. United, there's a reason why I think Tedibo also can stay as a Manchester United, can be a Manchester United next player next season. They're setting in the way clubs approaches in not in football, in collective game, because I am more acquainted in hockey, but in terms of where I work in, I do transfers. I'm a sales guy. I'm a negotiating guy. I've been in these places. Sorry that I talk about myself, but I think that might give you guys an idea on who you are looking or listening to. Someone who knows, who have an idea of what is going on. Yeah. So I mean, the thing here is when the way you play your cards if you are a player, if you're a club which is well renowned, you try to be silent, you do your things under the ground. There is a period in Manchester United where I think it was, who said this? It was Ed Woodward. Even Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said the same thing, something similar, that we have money we can spend, we can spend figures that nobody have seen. That's just you opening, that's an open goal for any club to charge you whatever fee they want for a player. You have to be low crime. When you are a star, when you are a big player in an industry, you don't need to talk a lot. I can give you guys a marketing tool. Look, marketing example, right? When the World Cup takes place in their various countries, McDonald's perimeter adverts are always on the pitch. Perimeter adverts, right? I work in this system too. Yeah, I've done yeah, where we sell advertisement for sports. Look, and McDonald's is always in the center, but the CEO of McDonald's, chief CFO of McDonald's said in the World Cup that the reason we go to sporting competition is not really for brand recognition because everybody knows us. We just want to make people know that, okay, yeah, McDonald's, we are here, and that's it. So you see where I'm coming. So you don't have to sell yourself. United, everybody knows it's a top club. I'm not saying a top team. There's a top team and a top club. Club is the whole structure. Team is what you see on TV in the weekends and on European competition. So United is a top team, a top club, top club, and we have nothing to prove. We really do have nothing to prove as a football club. I think one of the things we need to do is to get our mouth shut. And yeah, so sorry, I'm just trying to say, I'm giving you guys, yeah, so, oh, sorry, drop your questions, sorry. So drop your questions, there is a little bit of typo here. Drop your questions, if any, right? Your questions, if any. So what we do on the stream is our last 5-10 minutes, we give you guys an opportunity to drop your questions. If you do have any question, please drop your question below. We can answer it live here, but if you are not in the stream, we can also answer it after the stream. The reason why we are doing live stream is not because of us. I can do a pre-recorder. It's because we want to interact. If you do have questions, make sure you drop them below now. In the next 5 minutes, we'll close the stream. So here we go. I am saying that the reason why United not the reason why, I think it's a psychological thing. United are highly charged in the market. It's just simple because United always go for always try to behave as if they have something to prove. What we have to be quiet, and this is what I like with the Ineos group now, is that they do their business in silence. They don't mess around. They do their business in silence, and this is very important for Manchester United, because the reason why I did here, if you took note, I said this, if you look at the thumbnail, I said decision week. Why? Because I think this week United have to sell. There have to be a statement on Aaron Wan-Bissaka. They have to be Aaron Wan-Bissaka, they have to be a statement for him. We have to know players we are selling. There must be a decision. We have to know of Zirkzee. We have to know of players like we've asked you guys about Van Nistelrooy. There have to be exchange of hands. It could be even Dan Ashworth, which is on garden leave. United needs to do something for the fans, because you know what? we are slowly getting into the knockout phases of the Euros, and in July, it is over. Clubs are already starting meeting training in July for August, where the league starts in August. So things are getting quick and fast, and United needs to also show that they are in the game in all this. Anyway, guys, we are at the end of our stream. We did ask a question, did a poll. 14 of you went onto the poll, and we asked you, is Van Nistelrooy going to be is Van Nistelrooy would Van Nistelrooy improve Manchester United? And 92% of you said yes. And 14 of you went on the poll. 19 of you said yes. Guys, please make sure you click a like on the video, and guys, please click the bell. So whenever we are online, you can take part in this polling. You can drop your questions below. You can be interactive. The reason why we are doing live streams is because we want to talk to you guys. You see, we read your comments. We don't ask your money. We don't need money from you guys. What we do need, honestly, is your engagement. We need to get your opinions as a fan. If you can't type, you can click on a poll, but it will be really helpful if you can always like the videos that we upload here, because we want to. I must ask you this, guys. I will do a full video, and I will be doing this till we start of the season. Look, we want to hit 10,000 subscribers, and I want to thank all of you, because the last 2 days we have had 50 subscribers. It's something massive for a tiny channel like us, community. I think we can hit that 10,000, because when you hit 10,000 subscribers here in this community, YouTube, in this platform, YouTube, it gives you an opportunity to bring people, like, to interview people. And I know that Manchester United, as a football club, we are a massive football club, but the reason for me doing this was basically to give a platform for those of you who, I would honestly say, forgotten fans. There are other platforms who are like this. It means very cool, but I wanted to give a platform for those of you who walk a long way to go and watch United games. Those of you who care about the club, not only in the money. So that's why I am doing this. Very few people would do this for 2 years without making money. I don't make money here. Honestly, don't. And I do this because I love the club. I express my view. I do the research. There is a lot of work going to get a channel. Most people do this for business. I'm not against them. They make a lot of money. We can one day make money. But the goal for me here is to build up a community of people who understand football, who want to learn football, who have something to bring on the table, because this is what football is all about. The money will come maybe in 10 years time, if I'm alive or we are alive. But but glad again to meet you guys. Smash that like on the video, share the video to all your social medias, and always click the bell, subscribe to the channel. This is what we do. It's not magician. We are not journalists here. We don't claim to know the Glazers. We don't claim to know anyone in Manchester United. The only contact I have is some journalists who are sports journalists as well. But they have told me it will be helpful if I have at least if we have here 10,000 subscribers, so they can come in and also, obviously I'll pay them from my pocket, but we'll have this conversation and they will answer your questions. So